He's here, there, and everywhere.
I have never seen anybody, like following his. For those guys that are watching and listening, if you don't follow Davey on Instagram, please do, because you just. He's like basking in reflected glory. It's like, God, he's off again on an airplane. He's going somewhere else.
It seems glamorous.
It seems glamorous, but it's
a headache.
Honestly, I love it. I love racing bikes, anything to do with that, and I genuinely feel like I'm living the dream every day. But it's the traveling is not the best part of it. Definitely,
you spent a lot of time on a tin tube already this year.
A lot.
It's impossible to program him. It's impossible. It's like, are you at home? Are you in a hotel room? Have you got access to a gym? Sometimes you have hotel gyms.
Yeah.
Like sometimes he has a bicycle.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's always different with him. But he's looking leaner than he did all through last year, to be honest.
Feel fair, stronger, everything. We worked hard on it over winter. Had some time out in America with my mate Brad, and we tried to ride bikes as much as possible. Rode like a lot of enduro, motocross, and just enjoyed my time out there. But then came back and got straight down to business with Sam, and like got into it with the training, and genuinely feel really good. Stepping up to the super bike, I knew it was going to be a different thing. I'm not going to say it wasn't hard Superstock last year, because it was a battle, but I felt always really relaxed on the bike. I never really felt like I had to push over my limit. Whereas this year, I've got to step up the game. It's there is no slow guy in that superbike class. Everybody is so fast, and you genuinely get your head down, do a lap, and you think, right, that's going to be good. The bike's is somewhere near, like it's definitely not bad. Like I felt like I did a really good lap. You come in, you're like 20th, but you're only half a second off pole. You're like, don't know where do I find the rest of that? So then it's fine tuning the bike, which we were so lucky and so drilled in with the stuff last year with the stocker that it almost worked quite easily. The guys are more experienced with the HRC kit stuff, so moving over to the Motec stuff that you have to use in super bike is a big challenge for the team and for myself as well. So trying to learn that and get a good setting for that is probably the biggest part of it that's difficult. Clive and the boys know how to set up the suspension and do the bits, but it's also like we were not far away. Like stocker times last year were a lot of the time we were 1 second-ish a lap off superbike time. So we're like,
with slick in it should be fine.
Stick slick tires in it and we'll be somewhere near. But like, yeah, that maybe give us another four or 5 tenths.
Yeah.
And then you're like, right, where do you find the other 6 tenths? And it's like, spend 10 grand on a swing arm, that might give you a tenth or two. Spend like a load of money on brakes, that might give you a tenth. Like, it doesn't give you a lot. It's not like you put these parts in that cost a fortune and they give you a lot. They just give you like these fractions, and that's what makes up sort of the rest of it.
That's been the difficulty with motorcycle racing. To get to within 95% of a lap time is fairly easy in general terms. That last 5%, that's big dollar, because that's the difference between how the haves and that haven't got yet.
Yeah,
and that's what people don't. Sometimes the watching public don't understand that you can get so far on kit stuff, but when you've got to make that extra step, that last 5% is the most difficult and the most expensive.
Yeah, massively. It's crazy.
But then also in that last 5% or last 1% or whatever you want to call it is your training and your fitness, how you feel mentally, everything. So it's trying to be fully prepared in all that sense. And it was the positives that I took from Silverstone, genuinely, that I said I feel really fit. I felt the best I've ever felt on a bike as such. I really worked on my style over winter, tried to study like different people's riding styles and the way I can make a bike turn better and work better. And I felt like a different rider at Silverstone. I felt much better, which was definitely a big positive. Felt fit, and we just need to find some little things. Learn for us the bike and the electronics, I think, is the biggest part.